So I want to big up all the people who supporting Jamaican culture, and this interview is for all the new dancers who are learning the Jamaican dance art, and this is a good interview to watch, so check it out.
Easy, easy, no rush it. Easy, we drop it and we move and attack, whoop, whoop. Easy, easy,
Smooth. Smooth,
Yeah, Tiba up and running with there. So I say, Fantan Moja represent for Tiba up and running, buzzing. So you do. What we there? What we there, God? What we there, God? Zorek. No, I represent God. Who don't I represent? What we there, God? Who the rich? They're so rich.
Alright.
From Sample 6 group. So he came and formed a group with Cosmic and a guy called Phoenix. Cosmic is a group actually that Kiva brought. She was bringing a dance group that's called Cosmic Dancers. So the other dancers went to America. Cosmic dancers, they still dance. Cosmic, everyone knows, he stayed here and he would dance with Kiva. So basically, we started the group in 2010 with Cosmic, a guy called Roddy Rich, a guy called Lotion. So it's basically, different parts coming from the new school era and just from the group in 2010. But we used to be, Chris I talked about dancing. We were one of the most dancers there. Actually, we were one of the best dancers here at dancing. And then afterwards, we break off. We were the first dancers to actually leave from a dance studio and go to teach at our house. So we call it the HQ.
You were the first group?
Yeah, we actually did. And actually funny about it, someone reminded me I was in France the other day and someone called me one side, a dancer who, saw something. He said, you were Anything was one of the first dancers who stepped away from the studio and let everyone know that they could build a dance studio at their home. It's in front of their dance gate or where, So we were formed in 2010.
Can you add a little bit of your story, how you got to the elite team? Who chose you? Did you want to be in this crew or like?
Yeah, that's also a story. Because when I used to dance in high school. But that time they had, I don't know if you guys know downtown Kingston. A few years ago, there was this, they call it Downtown, where school dancers, they have groups in schools. So actually, they come and everyone show their talent in the street of downtown Kingston. So actually, I started there. I thought I was dancing before, normal, but like a group, I started a group in school called Dancehall Empire. So I was dancing during that time. And a lot of dancers at school, they had their groups as well. So downtown was the base for schoolers at that time. Then I finished high school. I started a group called Starlight Dancers in 2008. That was me and a guy named Giddy. I don't know if you guys know Giddy. Yeah. And some of my high school friends and so I had a cousin, Phoenix Elite, and Cosmic. Phoenix said, actually, funny fact about the Elite team, we looked up the Elite team at that time. Yeah, they formed in 2010, but my group was in 2008. But they were dancing, it wasn't Elite team, they were separate, everyone. But when they formed in 2010, I wasn't in the group when it started, exactly 2010. that my group, when we see Giddy team in the party, we would battle them. My group and Giddy. If anyone knows Giddy, he's a very strong dancer, like, you know, and we used to like battle them until, you know, we just became friends. Then after a while, my group, we split up, it was just me and Giddy alone. And then after that, yeah, we just joined the EP. Phoenix said, you know that you should join the EP. But that time we had a lot of dancers. We have Roddy Rich, as I said before. But my journey was like from high school, you know, Boxer Empire. If you ask anyone of the fantastic dancers, you know, Joel, anyone, they used to do at these crews in school as well. But my crew was like the top crew at that time for the schools, eh? And even the same guy, he said to me that, I didn't even remember about it. He said, well, you know, Boxer Empire, when I was going to the next school, he said, yo, only thing I could hear is Boxer Empire, Boxer Empire. And the reason why it was called Empire because we had, not just me, our next guy, we had like many dancers, not just even from Boxer, but they're in different schools, but they represent us same way. Then I joined Elite Team, late 2010. From there, so basically I have my own group, my own persons who I rolled with before, right hand, second hand, left hand.
What is your inspiration nowadays?
Of dance?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so Crazy Eye, for example, I used to watch Crazy Eye dance, Shelly Belly, all of them, because actually they're older, so I couldn't see them. And I had a friend, he actually was older. What inspired me most to dance, to be honest, I got inspiration from everyone. As I said, Crazy Eye, no, Baba, but who inspired me to really dance is Giddy. Yeah, I know, he really inspired me because he was more like the more, you know, dancer would push me as well and say, yo, come in, let's do this. Because I'm really calm and dancer sometimes. So, you know, Giddy really, if you know Giddy, he was the one who really inspired me to really go more hard. I just would get inspired from other person, but what pushed me to drive more into it was actually the picture. Otherwise from Bogle, you know, that's inspiration, that's his normal actually.
So what's the process of like when you define when it's like that's a move? That's like I don't know, is it just natural that someone is copying like, oh yeah, that's from us and that you know let's bring it to I just don't.
Oh, what's the question
How
actually?
how do you say this is a dance move? What happened? Like, can you explain us how you create a dance move?
What do you mean actually? So, a dance move can actually create a natural scene, natural what you see our environment. We used to have, for example, we have a dance, it's called Yemen. So this guy in Jamaica, we call them crazy persons. They're crazy, actually they're, you know, after a while they lose their maybe stress or depression. But this guy always comes into the party and he's always doing this. Don't for the entire night, from 7 o'clock to 6. No, really, don't. You will see him stop for a while, drink some water, and then he's just doing this. Just nodding. I would say, no, but wait, every night we used to just laugh. Everyone just laughing at this guy. Laughing. I said, no. And I have to really say, Cosmic has a really good, I don't know if you know Cosmic, he has a really good eyes in seeing things.
Yeah.
So sometimes dance can come from what we see. Yeah, man. The guy was just doing this. And we would just say, okay then, what can do? It's bad. We put a little flavor into it. Put our hands here and say, watch it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And sometimes the dance also slangs. For example, there are slangs. We have a lot of slangs in Jamaica. So we have a slang, and we say that slang is bad. But what if we can use that slang and create a dance? Yes? So it comes from different things. Jabba Jabba, for example, we have a dance called Jabba Jabba. There's actually a selector by the name of Jabba Jabba, and I never even know that for a while until. But we have a friend, he's always giving joke. I say, yo, Jabba Jabba, one Jabba Jabba. You know, he's always saying that. And I said, no, but that name is bad. So it can be like, you know, elements. It can be not just persons, it can be names of persons or, you know, someone just moving or walking. Dance move, for example, created of what we see, like our experience in life. There's rhythmical theme. There's a dance called Gangster Search. Now, in the garrison, the police always come with their guns and, you know, kick off the zinc, but they have their style where they do like this. So they're calling, and they're saying shh, because they want to go inside the house, right? And find guns or whatever, then they just come search. But the inspiration for rhythmical theme came from the police, how they move throughout the communities, yes? So they're moving like this, they're calling their troops come. So the gangster search dance was inspired by how the police move. Gangster search, gangster search, gangster search, retreat, call them. So you see, it comes in different forms, in different ways, or you know. I like to do like also demonstrations. So you can have also understanding what we do. It's good?
Can you tell them the behind the Gully Kripa? Gully Kripa, I'm sure everybody knows this movie, even if you don't really know Dancehall. From Ice. Can you show me? So there's different ways to do it, but like it's this like so
Gully.
so there's different ways to do it, but yeah, so it's called Gully Kripa. Can you explain?
Anyone knows what a gully is? Yes. You know what's a gully? Yeah, man. So actually, a lot of this college, it's like a channel of water that flows from the street to the drains. But in Jamaica, we have a lot of drains that are open. Like, it's underground, but they dig a hole, and it's like levels where the water can run and go into the sea. So the gully creeper is basically, the gully represents the gully. Yeah? The creeper now, wait a second. It's like something that
Escape police and go in the gully. They go in the gully to hide.
because the gully, it has where the water channel. So we'll be on the top of the hill, right? For example, and to get into the gully, you have to climb up and go down. So when you go down, you know, you have to sew the wall cover him, you know? Still lower. So yeah, man.
And staying like that, thinking about it, right? You have to stay low and actually creep. The idea is you don't want to be seen, you don't want to be heard. You're either hiding from someone, or you're trying to quietly get from one place to the next, or you're doing something you're not supposed to.
It could be gangster things, it could be a lot of things, you know, but it's just the idea of creeping down and walking slow.
Yeah.
Because they don't want your head to show.
Yep. Because it's like, think of it if you're running from someone, right, or you're in a war zone in certain areas of Jamaica. If you pop your head up, you might pop up. So that's the idea. Think of keeping low and creeping, going slowly through or getting through the gully. And then if you think about it, it's not just like that body of water, right? It's not just the gully. It's never like, oh, it's a nice river. It's clean and nice. You know? You can go through and just, oh, my nice shoes is good. No. You might have this old pen or something. You might have this dirty a car part. You might have, so you're like going through the gully and you're like, yo, I gotta go around this thing. Yeah, you might have to like step over something and go a little lower, yeah? Or like there's a part that's lower, so you might have to get even lower. And like kind of like even check like, oh wait, no, I can't go that way, yeah? So you mix even the things, you mix even the steps of it. You go up and you, nope, that's not where I want to be.
It's a middle school.
Old school.
Yeah.
They say,
Old.
they say middle.
Mid school, yeah, I think so, but I don't know.
Yeah? Well, you know what?
School,
It's,
They say, yeah.
yeah. So if they say middle, I'll go with what they say. Feeling wise,
Crazy talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
It's ice, created by ice.
ice. Yes, that's the
Ice,
one.
yeah.
I was mixing up earlier with
Yeah.
Sim, I love the way you are and you're like this.
Yeah.
To me, this is what's gonna make you dance better. When you understand that everything has a meaning.
You guys are just so right when they explain the move, what you see, what you was talking about.
You have a question?
Do you guys see a difference on the dancehall between different places like Russia, Japan, France, Brazil? Do you see like a difference from the main source?
If I can just say already, just without going so far, but you have different music dancehall between the French West Indies, so Martinique,
Mm-hmm.
and Jamaica. Even if
Dancehall.
it's in the Caribbean, you have different sounds, and so for sure, like the dance is gonna be a bit different. Even if the dancehall is originated in Jamaica, you have different. Like I think for me, reggaeton to me is rooted into something like reggae, but it's a Latin version of it. So I feel like many styles and genres are like inspired by dancehall and expressing themselves differently on the environment. Now for the dance, do you see difference between Russia, France? I think all Europeans look the same.
Just, for example,
That's true.
just like even for example Japan.
Oh.
I've never been to Japan, but you see Japan,
Serious.
they have every party. We have the party names in Jamaica, and they have the parties on the same day, same name. You even see a Shelly Belly in the party. You even see a Shakespeare in the party. Japanese. No, they do the Monday. They have Uptown Mondays. They have Bossy Tuesdays. They have Wedding Wednesday, and the selectors.
What name Conrad?
Cornbread.
If you look up Conrad, he is known. And it's where, the perfect example, Japan, they literally take the culture and they just, they don't just go, oh, like the dance, I like the music, it's the entire thing. Well, One Love Song? No. Mighty Crown. Mighty Crown is a sound system. In Jamaica, you know, back in the day, the dancehall party with the big boom boxes and the people are clashing, you know, DJ sound against DJ sound. There's a Japanese sound called Mighty Crown. They are so into the culture. They have come to Jamaica, clashed Jamaican DJ sound systems and destroyed them. Because they are about the entirety of the culture.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of places like this. Sweden is also for me similar, where they the entire culture, right? Just to add, for me there's some differences. Russia, yes. Now, for example, here's my point of view. I've battled in Europe, okay? And there was a time when I enjoyed battling.
Really? Do you want to talk about this?
Yep. Why? Like, Europe was cool, right? Did the thing. And then I went to Russia and I remember it was like, they know all the songs, musicality, all this. And I remember, joke, no disrespect, but there was a student that I taught a class with and he beat me in the battle.
How?
So, I look at it like this, you know the phrase, when in Rome? For me, my point of view was, in Russia I had to be aware of where I was and learn to adapt to the atmosphere of battling that I was in. Same thing in Europe. I couldn't do like Clash in Jamaica with 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not it. Yeah, that's not it. You know, in Europe it was okay. You got a whole 45 minutes or 1 minute, and then you have to like prep, and you know, and you got like certain things you have to do. Then you have the team choreo. We did just dancehall, and like me and Tango, we tried like 500 choreos, but eventually we was just like free. That's what we're used to. So I think it depends on not just the country, but the environment.
Yeah, but I agree. I wanted to say that like the Russians are extremely serious in trying to really replicate with their environment. And just going back to Sweden, I would say I have a big respect for a woman. Her name is Melko.
Mm-hmm.
She really started something in Sweden, and Swedish dancers really wanted to be extremely respectful and really following the path of the Jamaican the right way. And they have done an incredible work, and I think they have really been the structure of like the raw dancehall in Europe, and the reason why also dancehall is how it is now in Europe is also a lot because of all of her team and whatever Blackout, like Mandela, all these people have been so important, and I believe that French, when dancehall arrived, so it was really Cameron Marshall and myself who have paved the way, but French people, we did something in the history that is called revolution, you know? And I think it's still in the blood somehow, so French people are used to learn and dig deep, but then express their own self on it. Like they did that with house music, they did with house dance, we did that with hip hop, and we did that a bit with dancehall because I'm going to talk about my personal experience. I was never comfortable calling a dance, even if I was studying and trying to understand, knowing that my environment was not Jamaican environment. And I'm so inspired. I grew up around the best house dancers in the world. I grew up around the best hip hop dancers in the world. So for sure, my vision, my musicality has been impacted since I've been growing up in France. So I cannot completely replicate something I'm learning, knowing that it's going through filters of like my inspiration, the people that my environment. And because of that, I've never wanted to call it dancehall because I knew that I was expressing myself on a culture that I loved. And that's the reason why I didn't call it dancehall at the very beginning as a position, a respectful position towards something that I loved and I was learning. So you had the Swedish people that were really disciplined and super Japanese saying, and then you had the French that did their own thing with it. And I don't think we taught it wrongly. We just taught it, but also did our thing with it. The same way we did with hip hop, the same way we did with dancehall. Because with hip hop, you have a big fight between the French and the Americans. Because the French were like, we are African, and because we're African, our root is from Africa, so you guys are African. And at that time in America, they didn't want to say they were African, they were Afro-American and proud of it, so they were fighting about identity. And then the French people really brought more Afro in the hip hop and brought it there and went there and battled there and challenged them and stuff. So we have been like the bad guys, the bad kids in the school playground. And so that's the reason why I think you have difference in the dances, because the environment is different, exactly like Legend just said. The environment impacts you, and so for sure, the dance is the expression of the people, even if it's based on routine or Jamaican.
Just one thing to add. For me, I know what Laure said, she's, it's not her culture, but for me, she is dancehall. She's like, based on, say, Audrey is, and for me, all of you, right? You're not newbies to this culture, right? If you're new, then you're new, but what I'm talking about is people who've been in it for years. So out of 91 people, right? On top of that, I just want to say, the biggest thing that she talked about, which also she inspired me. She is the pioneer of dancehall in Europe for me. For me, Audrey, same. They changed the way we look at dancehall, and not one time you've ever seen them dance and the essence is not there, right? Same with some of you in the room. I know the essence is what it's about, the root. So if you understand the root, then you can go, and that's the biggest thing in the French way, right? You understand the root, and then you can go. So that's the key.
Thank you, my brother. But it's my love. I am in love with dancehall. I love it endlessly, and nothing and no one will ever change that. Now I believe that I think I'm also me, and I'm also French, and I'm also white, and I'm also blonde, and I also grew up in this environment, and I cannot refuse it or reject it because it's part of me. What should I do? Because I love dancehall, I have to forget who I am. Because I love dancehall, I have to completely.
But this is why you choose the right culture to blend in Jamaica. Because we don't see no difference. We just rolling and having fun and enjoy. So that's what you have to do. It's a lifestyle, you know. Yeah.
It's definitely.
It's definitely.
So that's why, and I think if I just. That's also why I organized. I don't know if everybody knows Just the Group. Yeah. So I organized Just Dancehall at Just the Group. So I brought dancehall into the biggest hip hop competition in the world. 16,000 people coming to watch. And so two seasons I organized Just Dancehall into Just the Group. And I think that was incredible. So he battled with Blacka, with Tango. Like, it was crazy. Crazy Hype was judging, Roddy Rich was the judging.
History. Pioneer.
And I think I can be myself as soon as I create a platform where Jamaican can come so people can choose and learn from the source. I can be myself. I can have my own artistic identity as soon as I give opportunities to people to meet the source, the people that inspire me, people that feed my artistry. But asking me to refuse my artistry, my identity, and my specificity? No, because I believe, and I said that this morning, what makes you move mountains is authenticity. What is being authentic is finding yourself. Who are you? The result of your environment. That's how I think. I'm not saying it's the truth, but that's how I think.
Not you like New York as a whole other conversation, but New York has its own identity in that zone.
Yes,
It's
Ground
so different.
Zero.
Ground Zero for me.
Do you know Ground Zero, the group?
Here's a group that you don't necessarily see in
He
Jamaica.
inspired so much styling. Oh my God, what's the name of this group?
I can't remember it. There's even a Cleveland step.
Clean to a step, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The foundation is there, but it's the experience, the vibe of New York, the difference, the street vibe.
When I was with T, like when I moved to New York, this is when really we became best friends. We were going to the parties in Brooklyn, the Bronx. We were going to the parties together. Yeah, and I met the dancehall community there. Sirledgen Zero, Ground Zero really inspired me. The footwork, the way they touch the floor is a bit differently. It's a bit subtle. It's another way, but it's still dancehall. And I would like to do a quick little thing, except if you want to add something on that. But I wanted to use the fact that Sirledgen is in the room. He's gonna hate me for that. But there is a big figure, a Jamaican figure, that is not considered as dancehall for so many people, but it's very important in New York in the country. See? His name is Broke Up. And Broke Up is a Jamaican man who has an incredible identity, incredible skills, and he's such an influencer, like a game changer type of person. Broke Up is a very specific style of dance that's not dancehall, but it is part of the culture. He moved to New York where he worked with the biggest artists in the world, like Snoop Dogg. Like he really Busta Rhymes. He is in everybody's videos of that time. And he has a style that is very, 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 very particular. And then, what I wanted to say, and go back to our conversation, Simon, at the lunch break, broke up style is the foundation of flexing, which is the foundation of bone breaking. Which means that is an American dance of like, you know, bone breaking when your bones like this. The foundation of it down is broke up, and broke up is Jamaican. So again, another cross path between the and Steve Sirledgen can broke up like crazy. But first, can you explain quickly?
Yes. Okay, so as Laure mentioned, broke up is part of the culture, right? So for me, it's rooted in dancehall, but it's not dancehall because it wasn't necessarily accepted, as she said. So it's very character based, right? If you see the style, the way he moves, it's like there's no lines. There's a lot of like he's playing characters. He'll just be like here, just walking, and then he'll go turn into an animal, and it's like. It's very character based, and then you have it also evolved like in New York, right? So there's a junglist movement that came out of that. There's a few dancers I know that are really animalistic when they do it. They'll like go here and go, and they'll walk with it. And then you have like BSB from Brooklyn. They do gliding, right? They have you have Main Event, another group that they're the flexing group. They'll do like the walk where they do the wave with the back, and then they'll tick 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 tick, and then they'll like.
It's crazy.
And they'll mix it.
It's my
so,
way, I love it.
So if you look up the name Main Event, it's a crew from Brooklyn. That's flexing. Main Event. Yep. You have BSV, Bed-Stuy Veterans. Again, Brooklyn. Actually, a quick story. You know Omarion Touch?
Yeah.
He went to Brooklyn to learn the style, and there's a video of him online in Brooklyn in one of the apartments with them just dancing, going crazy. So it's like a raw style, right? Now, if you look up broke up, I believe it's spelled Bruckup. You might see one with no C. Just be aware. And then there's old videos of him. He's just like. It's just, there's no way to explain it, and there's like a few steps. You have the four corners, okay, right? You have the shoulder drop, not popping. When you get advanced enough, you can mix it with popping, like you have the, right, just playing. But when you get this, then, as I learned popping, big up to Brian Green, Future. If you don't know who those are, look them up. Buddha Stretch. Like, that's from New York, and I'm like, okay. And then I learned I can go broke up, pop, 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 pop. Yeah, and I can go with it because you can mix once you understand the foundation. So, and I'm tired, that's why I'm not really going off. But last one is when you really do the shoulder drop, again, it's like really strong. There's a level to it when your entire face rattles. And that's when you're going, oh, Genius, please.
Oh, Genius, absolutely.
Look up Genius from New York. He is a beast in dancehall.
And the way he choreographs is insane.
He's alright, and by the way, he's for me, he's one of the biggest, one of the realest. Like, he's a staple in New York. Like, big respect to my brother. He's the one that's been holding dancehall down from like 2000 something. I started teaching stop. Black teach stop. So many teachers start to stop. Genius has been the one. The rock. holding it together. So big respect to my brother, like that's my family. That's not even just my friend, that's my family. So please look up Genius.
And he does broke up as well.
Yes, and he does broke up. Like seriously, not just like, oh, he does broke up. When I do shows, Genius, if I have a broke up piece, you'd think I would do it, right? No, Genius is front and center. And he's tall, right? So he's like, I remember a piece, he came up and he's like, I was like, oh, like the entire crowd went crazy because he's so good.
We did I put together a project a few years ago before COVID. It's called Dare to Dancehall.
History.
It was in LA, and I was inviting 15 to 20 of the best dancers from everywhere. And then we locked in for 2 weeks in movement lifestyle, and we performed like a big hour show, and all the benefits went to Jamaica for kids in need. So it was just like a collaboration, collective, all of us coming together. And Genius, of course, on the second edition, I invited him, and he did a broke up performance. Legend was there, Blackout was there, Tango was there, Slip was there. Like I really brought like the Avengers together. And
can I just add one big up to Babson? Really, this man and Laure, Audrey, the entire team changed my life. I really got to understand dance. I remember there was a session, long story short, I think it was Nadia, one of the other girls from his team. It was like, okay, do a house step, all right? Okay, now dance up. And I was like, the entire time you could see the deep connection, how their routines, similar steps, but just how you touch the floor is different. So I just wanted to say big up to him. That event changed my life, and he's.
So it's funny because after the after dancehall, we got so, like the show was so amazing that France bought the show. So we flew to France, we locked in France, we performed in France, and from there, Sleep started his tour in Europe. Tango started his tour in Europe. So it was really the beginning of those dancers that you know that are like that toured Europe and gone to you guys. I think it's beautiful to see so much talent in different environments. And so Slip, for me, is one of the finest dancers that I know, period. No dancehall or hip hop or whatever. He's just the purest, the finest dancer because he can bring contemporary into dancehall, like in a way that is incredible. If you can look him up, his name is Slip, S-L-I-P. Tango is holding everything together in LA. Tango is an amazing dancer too.
Just one ad. If you want to understand middle school, somebody that's in the US, watch Tango.
Tango is
When I'm like, please find Ninja White.
Ninja White.
He's another one that's like somewhere in the other world doing his own thing like myself, but find him. If you know about White Glide, you should know about Ninja White. Yeah, and his entire crew. Active dancers from New York, please look them up.
Yeah.
IQ from New York.
IQ from New York.
Yep.
And
you got Big Up, you have LAS dancers, you have
incredible people.
Extreme Pushes is there, Jason is there, yeah.
Pyrotech.
Yes, my bros, how can I forget them?
Of course, how can we forget them? So, and all these people are amazing human beings.
Sorry, one more. Female powerhouse, Nika. You all need to know who Nika is. Nika OG. Levels. Levels. There's more, but.
Okay, but so that's this thing. I want you guys, if you leave this place tomorrow, I want you guys to have increased by 2 million times your respect to dancehall. That's my goal. You may be gonna know more dances and stuff, cool. But I want you to increase your understanding of it and the respect you're gonna put to it so you can spread it properly and protect it. Then what you want. One more?
Yes.
Two more,
Two
because
more,
if
yes,
you ask,
that's what, yeah.
and then it's
I
not.
need your advice. So
Anything, madam.
I started with Afro a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Then I went to the class of Debbie and Sarah and fallen off there as well. So now I love Afro and I love Dancehall, but this is still all like, I'm still trying and still like,
Yeah.
they are kind, not similar, but sometimes I feel like. So what would be your advice?
I'm gonna let my brothers talk, but I love Afro music. I'm in love with all this genre. I sometimes love to dance on Afro beats because it calls me. But personally, me, even if I grew up in an African neighborhood and I went since I'm so small, I was always with African people, Babson, all these people. So I've been around African culture a lot. I would never teach Afro. Me, I would never, because it's not just a dance. Plus, it's so rich and there's so many different dances, so many different ethnies, so many different countries, so many different expressions. So many, it's like,
It's way more than
this
that.
is huge! And it's so connected to real life too, that personally, I would never, except if I do a collab with a specialist in Afro, I would never touch it. It's too precious to me. Now, you love it, wonderful. Beautiful. You want to study, beautiful. Now, fusioning it to me, wow, like, wow, you must know a lot. Because yes, it's popular, and because it's popular we go? No. It's not because something is popular that we have to do it. So be careful with that, to me, and make sure you learn from the right sources. I think you're doing it for the dancehall part. And yes, it's popular, but it's a big mountain you want to climb. Good luck. That's my
Afrobeat is
opinion.
not Afrobeat. It's like
The whole mountain range.
yeah.
What you want?
The whole mountain range, because there's like hundreds of dances.
Hundred of them.
The different cultures. Yeah.
Afro.
It's not just Afrobeats. It's not just Afro. Yeah. Yokolo, Kudulu, like.
I'm a
all
piano,
different.
I'm a type of
But
thing.
I just feel like if you love it and you want to study both,
Yes.
do it.
Yes, study,
Yes.
yes.
You shouldn't be afraid of it being a lot if it's what you want, as long as you put it in the work. And
But Sarah, maybe I didn't understand. I was talking about teaching and fusion.
I know I will.
My bad.
That's all.
Learn everything. But because we were still on the fusion, I was like, good luck.
We thought about
Because of the
teaching.
fusion.
Yes.
Sorry. Thank you, sir. My bad understanding. If you love both, study
Yes,
as much
yes,
as you can. Go to the right source and the right people, and learn as much as you can. Now, when you want a fusion Afrobeat and dancehall, because it's very popular lately, I would say.
Caution.
So with different styles, sometimes you study different things, and then all of a sudden, I mean, for me, it was like I used to dance hip hop a lot when I was young, and then
Like yesterday. You're still young.
but then
Just wiser.
I started with dancehall, and all of a sudden I did a long time both, and then my hip hop became more dancehall, and I couldn't really stand there and teach hip hop anymore because I felt like I don't know, it's not really what I want to be as a teacher.
Yeah.
So it was just life happening, but I loved both, and then I just concentrated on dancehall because it took over.
Very interesting what she's saying, and something I wanted to talk to you guys also. What I love with American dancers is that they are versatile, and European we're not. We focus on one style, and we're badass in one style, and when you want to try something else, it looks like this. Now, if you go to United States, they can dance fucking everything because since they're young, they're learning different styles right away, and it's okay. Their brain is separated the things. But in Europe, the way we have learned dance is very different. We very focused on one thing. And before, if you were doing something and then another dance, you were not authentic, you were not real because you're also doing this and that. And I think it made us lose so much time. So I understand, like sometimes the styles are very, it can translate one to the other. But also, you guys, as being new dancers, learn as many styles as you can and try to really understand them. Not teaching, but learning, so you can be versatile. So when a job comes, I don't need to go to London to pick up dancers because European are only one style, and sometimes you need different ways. So train different things, learn different things. Yes.
Pardon. She had a question.
Yes.
And then we can come over
Oh,
here.
it's about this?
Solo una cosa riguardo quello che ha detto. Byron dice che noi siamo ciò che viviamo, cioè il nostro background, ciò che fa parte della nostra vita va a contaminare il nostro modo di ballare. È normale. Cioè io non mi sento da meno di uno che fa un hip hop diverso dal mio se la mia influenza è più dancehall. È il mio background che è questo. Non so se è condivisibile.
Ma io non sono d'accordo con questo perché, no, perché penso che in America i ballerini sanno ballare tutto.
No, ma non sto
perché
dicendo
dall'inizio lavorano con tanti stili diversi.
No, però la mia influenza, se
Ah,
io ho
influenza.
la mia influenza, sì.
Il tuo cuore dove?
La mia preparazione c'è, ok, però se ho un'influenza che prende
Sorry. Switch language like that. No, I'm just like, I used to switch language like that.
Non so se mi sono spiegata.
Sorry. No, capisco.
Merci.
No, she's saying that your background is for sure influencing what you do, and your environment is influencing what you do. So your style is kind of contaminating other styles. And I said, yeah, but what I like in American profiles and dancers that they can dance everything, and as soon as you start young, learning different things, like I'm blown away. The dancers, they never did dancehall in their life, and you book them on a Jean Paul video, and they kick ass. Like they did this for 10 years. And you're like, so yeah.
The only one, not to be negative, Nancy over here, but the only one thing I'd say is American dancers. Sometimes, this is amazing what they do. Some of them though think that, oh, I've seen dance on the party, I've kind of vibed with it, oh, I can do it. So my experiences, I used to do put on performances. At the end of my performance, they're like, yo, Legend, I'm gonna be in the next piece, right? And I'm like, come to class. How do you expect to be in a dancehall piece if you're never in the dancehall class?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I say, my experience, not, right? And this is New York, and when I go to LA, I'm like, yeah, these dancers are dope, they know a lot of styles, but I'm like,
No,
if I put you in a, they don't have any
They
roots.
can do it. Yeah.
Like, if we talk about certain dancers like Keon Madrid, or you're right, those dancers, they're rooted somewhere, but they can go in another style and mix it up, right? But have some roots.
Yeah,
That's the
but
only
I
thing
agree.
I would
But
say.
like for me as a dancer, when I really started being like traveling and stuff, I wanted to kick every style. I was like, give me like a bad male hip hop hardcore. I would jump in there and I would go off. Then I would go to house, same. I would go to walking, same. I would go to voguing, fuck it.
You're in what classes?
Yeah, I was taking classes.
With the actual teachers
Yeah,
who are
with the
giving
right
you the
people.
real,
Yeah,
this is what I mean.
Yeah.
But then the other side is those who just like to show up when you're doing a show, or some people are booking and they're like, no, but this I 1000% agree with. Because I used to show up in Noam's class, get my ass kicked. Brian Green.
No, yeah, don't go.
Just a quick story. I walked into Brian Green class. No, I can't put this on the floor. Rude.
Brian Green, best dancer on planet.
Yeah, he does like, he's rooted in so many styles. This is what I mean, right?
He can dance
He's
14
so
minutes.
rooted. He I went to his class real quick, and then we're in there, and he played like this BB Ben Ari, the hip hop violinist, and it's like, and then the beat was like, boom, boom. I was like, ooh, soul. It spoke to me, right? I'm like, yeah, he's about to start. Boom, boom, oh. Nope, he said, okay, here we go. I said, I forgot who was next to me, but I was like, yo, we not, how? And I was like, there's no way. And then,
it's not even in competition.
no, and then last thing, he plays the music, kind of like I did, and he goes, watch. Do-do-do-do-do-do, and it wasn't small, it was detailed, it was, and then he hit the beat and went, whoa. I said, Jesus, like, right? But just the sheer depth and expansion of his dance and knowledge, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I was blown away. To this day, Brian Green.
Laure? That's
Is Brian Green sweet?
I don't think so. I think he's a lot into spirituality and it's a bit complicated, but I think he still teaches. But if you go online and you type Brian Footwork Green, and then you see that, you're gonna need to watch the video 100 times to understand what they do.
Oh, Salah, Poppy Pete, Future, Ejo, House. He's the master of the floor. Link. Yep, Archie Burnett. Who does
Archie Burnett. But
and I'm gonna say this, big respect, even though it's not my style, Shantae.
Yeah,
These are game changers.
Yeah.
Respect.
Last question, my love. Last question.
So we were talking all these names from crews and dancers, so I was just wondering, what are some artists that you think more people should know about?
Ooh.
Artists.
Yes, like music.
Go. Go now.
No, it depends on what kind of songs, because every artist, they have a special way how they do their song. For example, Movado, Vibe Started, everyone knows Vibe Started. Dexter Daps is someone different. You know Dexter Daps?
Yes.
See, no, it's different on the style that you want to dance. I'm just giving you some names.
Oh,
22?
Okay.
okay.
Over 18, you can
Over 18. Next for that is for over 18. Over 30. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, we are.
We are over 18.
Otherwise, so the popular
She's over 18.
you have
Oh,
artists
okay.
like Roseland, Skeng, you know, because everyone knows Vibe Start and Movado, everyone knows Idonia as well. You know, but they're like different artists that has different. Well, for the new school, actually, they're singing different kind of songs. So you could even check Skinny Bang and Roger Wild. I'm just giving you some names that are.
And Kimi, can you give them like some names of artists like really important in mid school?
Yeah,
Mid school, actually, everyone knows
Elephant, yeah.
No, they don't know. Elephant Man, Man,
Sizzla. Let me see. Are we talking just
no, actually,
dances?
no, but you say dance, mid school.
Yeah.
But like in Jamaica, you see the Rastas, they had a lot of songs in the mid school era that were actually coming like dancing song. For example, Capitan, he has a song said Tonyo. So you know that was like a dance everyone did in the party, because you know Tonyo. So it was just community dance at that time. So it depends. Sizzler, Bumpy.
Yep.
RDX, no?
RDX.
RDX, yeah.
RDX. Voicemail.
Yeah,
Yep.
voicemail.
So dance songs specifically, right?
No, just dancehall.
I gotta dance songs.
It's not about how you have to, or how it's an opportunity to research music and to get to know the dance through music.
Yes.
And so, like, Keemielite and Elephant Man is like popular artists,
Yes.
but like I was wondering other artists that maybe I haven't heard of.
Gotcha. So, Patra.
Miss
I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
Patra. Yep, Shabba. Tifa. CCU. Is a big female artist. Lady Saw. She's a preacher now, but big staple. If you think of Spice, Lady Saw was the Spice. That crazy. Yeah, Yellow Man, as she said. What is that?
TOK.
Yes, TOK, very good. One of my favorite is the Signal.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like he's my number one dancehall artist. Because I don't have. Yep. I'll give you a few others now. I played with yeah.
And you didn't say your husband, your future husband.
Who's that?
Who? Gianni.
Oh, Gianni.
He's like Dexter. He's like Dexter. Yeah. He's like Dexter. Yeah.
I love his voice.
You have the 9.
I love
it.
Mexico, just for the.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need.
Damn, I'm so biased. I'm in the old.
Rose, Tibo, that's our new artist. Marcy Chin, only for new artists.
Gregor Igas, yeah.
These are old days.
Dennis Brown. Oh, God. Like, not old school, but I played the beat earlier. The Genius.
The Genius.
He's the biggest producer, a lot of the songs that we know. D.I. and then Genius. And then his father, Freddie McGregor. Staples in the music.
And for you guys, just something, I know that everybody that I admire, any style, any dance, has an incredible knowledge of music. There's nobody that really impacted me and made a difference in my life that doesn't have an incredible musical culture. Like him, like Crazy Hype, like Brian Green, like Buddha Stretch. All these people, oh my gosh, they know so much about music. So the more you know about music, the more you're gonna understand.
Before I forget, Desmond Decker. The Scout song I played, Shantytown, is one of the biggest songs. It was played it's called 007 as a AKA. It was played in the actual movie when it was 007 was filmed in Jamaica. So Delroy Wilson, Ika Mouse, the list goes on. I'm very biased. I'm gonna go like Admiral Bailey, Butterfly, Della Move. You all know Bob, right? That's a given, right? Bob Marley. His son, Junior Gong, game changer. He's done Nas and so many different artists. All his brothers, but also I gotta put a staple for Chronix. Chronix definitely changed. He definitely changed the game. You have Protege, staple. There's so many, but yeah. So I'm biased for the older artists though. But yeah, because you hear this. Oh, how can I forget? Two. We gotta give respect to Sean Paul. He's the biggest artist out of Jamaica. Biggest artist out of Jamaica. Not just the new stuff that you hear. Listen to a lot of his old things. And the one thing about him, all his music, you hear authentic dancehall. It's never watered down. Shaggy. Yes. Thank you. Shaggy. Yep. Huge. Oh God. Red Fox.
Okay.
How can I forget that?
See, you're creepy.
No, the list is like
Yeah,
just
huge.
Because he knows it's the last time for you.
Oh, okay. So since it's the last time, last one.
Last word.
The last one. Wait. Cutty ranks.
General, what do I think?
So bad. I'm kidding.
Sure.
Some people maybe they will not. I'm kidding. No, we know you will love you. Okay. Okay, guys. How are you feeling? Good. Yes.
Irie.
Oh yes, there is one.
Everybody know about her.
Me personally, I have one question for Kimi to wrap this up because you didn't ask this question, so I have to ask you.
Thank you, Laure.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you for thanking me. Kimi, can you please explain us that in dancehall music you have sections that goes with different moments of the party, and can you tell them how can they identify? For example, how do you make the difference between a female song to Dada song, or whatever? Like how I explain a little bit of that differences in the sections inside of the music that goes with the different things in the dance.
Yeah, so actually most of the time music, for example, now it's more like a story. So it could be talking about ladies and it could be talking about party vibes. So sometimes they mix the two different. And you have a song, for example, where they just talk about party. So, for example, we have Biggie Man and Pango. Yeah, I think we're drinking rum and Red Bull. So you know, that's like what do you say? A vibes where when the party just started.
Yeah.
Just to start the beginning of the party, and like I don't know, what's that?
It's like each song has a vibe, right? Like for example, you know, in the latest time when you hear a Money Pull Up song, right? So that also changes the vibe. Or when you're in the party and certain songs play, it's the era change. For example, like how I started to play. Biggest part for me is if you go to a party the old way, you have the big sound system, the speakers. You're never gonna enter the party and hear in it or no, you're gonna hear remember the sound. Used to make you rock away. Those were the days. You build it. You build it, the vibe, right? So when you enter the party, that's how you build it. Because if you enter the party and automatically it's on 10, it doesn't match.
Yeah.
You know, there's a time where you see the cups and the drinks and everybody's chilling. There's a time when you see the sections in the party, right?
Yeah.
And everybody dancing and you know, or the DJ plays this song, then this group gonna dance and things like that.
So like for me, the female songs are more tempo, or more up tempo, because a lot of times I listen to female song, I take away the lyrics and just the rhythm alone, and I'm like, wow, this rhythm is bad. So the female songs, they have more up tempo, like you know, beating. You hear repeating as, for example, something, hey girl, but he's just saying things between, so you know if he's saying girl, that means girl. Yeah, and for example, Mobile, for example, I'm giving you the mid-school version, you know, so you know that's it's actually like a male part. Mobile, the song where it says, where them a do, where them a try, tomorrow we fly high into the sky. So that now you understand, you know, that's more like a, you know, gangster style, more like, you know, person in the dance, they just easy, bust to blank, and easy. And when it's a female song, as the tempo come in, you know, the guys them it's either you get a girl to dance with,
Yeah.
or you just you know still in the parties you know when it's only girl time. You see some of the guys that just step back, show that drink, and just wanna dance with girl and dance with
Because it's
girl.
girls' time. And they need to take the space. That's the thing about dancehall too. It's changed over the years like a roller coaster. But for one time there was a lot of the guys dominating the space. But then it was like, no, we need female time, so more female songs, right? The other thing I want to bring up is like certain rhythms will trigger certain vibes. If the day rate rhythm plays, everybody knows you're gonna dance to certain songs. You know, you probably throw a Willie Bounce in there. You're gonna play a galley swing. You're gonna play certain it's just the vibe from certain songs play certain rhythms.
And sorry, just one last thing.
Yeah,
One last thing.
give me, this is your space.
It's like before
Take the time you want.
no, it's good. It's like it's not just before then. It was just one rhythm.
Yes.
And then we have like maybe 10,
10
20 artists singing one song on it.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's different. You have 3 artists who will sing a girl song, and the other 4 will sing a male song or something different.
Or just a party vibe.
Just a party vibes or
Just
something.
mix, yeah.
So if it's a rhythm now, it depends. But before it was just more about the rhythms and different artists singing about different topics. About the female, about whatever party, drinking or whatever it's like.
And one of the staple names for that was the Genius. Don Corleone, there's a few, but the Genius was a big staple where he'd play a rhythm and you had like 5, 6 artists and all the songs are huge. So they would all play in the party, they would all create a different vibe.
Yes, my love.
What's your favorite rhythm?
That's a very good question.
It's hard though.
You know what?
I have one.
I'm biased. If I'm gonna say anything of all time,
Don't take mine.
what was it gonna be? Dayrave.
That's true.
Dayrave. Like, if I had to pick one in this moment, because it's just the essence, when that thing, and I'm like, oh.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Dayrave,
yeah.
Dayrave, that's a rhythm you should really check
Oh.
out. It has a lot of songs and it's had a lot of dancing songs and whatever.
If I was to pick 2, dance again. Jesus.
I would go
Which
for
one is yours?
me. I would go for for my crew.
Yeah.
We're known for like dancing to rhythms, like just rhythm. We like to like play rhythm. Whirl them again.
Woo! You wanna rhythm, goodbye.
So it's like there was really rhythm there again.
Huh?
It's called hold them. Hold them. Or in Jamaica we say hold them.
Is it this? Let me make sure the right one. If
That one of my favorite rhythms.
If I think.
Mine is easy.
Yeah?
It's on the promo of the event.
Oh, that's not
Military rhythm.
Yeah,
Soldier walking.
And like Dayrave for me, there's so many. Like you got Galley swinging and then they should have embassy. Like all of them bring such an energy. If I can find it, let me see.
Wait, I love you guys, you're like this.
Alright,
so I can sleep.
military.
Left, right.
That's it.
Everything.
Find it.
Welcome to Tibo Up and Running TV, the baddest YouTube channel out there. Subscribe for the latest.